to you the show that celebrates the dark art of the tall tale. On David Mitchell's team tonight, he's spied on more birds than a teenage Russell Brand. It's the comedian, naturalist and TV presenter Bill Oddie. And one of the country's best-loved comedians who's also had a #1 hit in the charts. Finally, someone I can relate to. It's Frank Skinner! And joining Lee Mack tonight, a comedian who used to have a job in a call centre. She says it wasn't that bad, but the daily 17-hour commute to Mumbai was knackering. Sarah Millican! And a comedian who trained as a chef but had to give it up when he realised he wasn't a rude, cantankerous arse. John Richardson! So we start with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the truth from the lies. And Sarah Millican is first tonight. Sarah.
OK. I once wet myself in a car and then blamed it on my friend's dog.
David.
Right. I mean, I'm willing to believe it. I'll say that at this point. Why did you wet yourself in a car?
Because I needed a wee in a car.
I've needed a wee in a car, but I've never weed in a car.
I was once stuck in a very long line of traffic trying to get onto the Severn Bridge on the M4, and I let myself go in a 1-litre bottle of Volvic.
I did that on the motorway, and my problem was I was really desperate, and I had a bottle of water, and I had to drink the water. My body was saying, no more water. So it was a terrible cyclical thing. No sooner than I got it down, it was out again. I didn't want to draw attention to myself, because people might pull up either side, and I'd clearly, by my facial expression, be urinating at that.
Oh, please show us that face.
So, I mean, this is obviously just for everyone but me, a commonplace occurrence.
Yeah.
You know, basically, lavatories are just for me.
What a great name for your autobiography.
Who did you blame the dog to, if you see what I mean?
To the mechanic when I took it in for a valet.
So, whose car was it?
My car.
Your car. You peed in the car.
Yep.
Were you in is there a good reason for that? Were you in a traffic jam after a large bottle of Evian?
Oh, it's, well, just tap water, probably.
Right. I've never been in a car with a tap, so, you know...
It's a very posh car.
All right.
Yeah, I was stuck in it.
It's so posh, it's plumbed in. Literally got gangs of people following it with pipes.
Well, to be fair, if it was plumbed in, I'd have probably had a toilet in there as well.
I've never done this, but is it conceivable... Because as a woman, you don't really have much control over where it's going. But as a man, is it conceivable you could aim it out of the window?
You could, but the speed you were going at would mean it all came straight back in again. So when you got to this mechanic, what did you say? I mean, was the stain so clearly visible?
No, it had sunk right in.
Was he a bit confused that the dog was driving?
No, because it wasn't on the driver's seat.
You changed seats.
That is dangerous. You change seat in a traffic jam where you're in control of the vehicle.
Yes. You can't buy class, can you?
If I looked in a rear-view mirror, I'd think that passenger looks very, very content considering there's no one driving.
So what are you thinking, David?
What do you think, mate?
I just think Sarah is the kind of strong, independent woman who would step out of her car, stride to the hard shoulder, and say, just go, and then do it.
Yeah. Bill, do you believe it?
Yes, I think it happened.
Well, you think it's true and you think it's a lie. So I have to decide, which I hate. I think it's true.
I think it's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, Sarah, truth or lie?
It is, true.
Go on, David.
You listen to it in future.
Goodness me.
I was stuck in traffic for 2.5 hours. I was in absolute agony and thought it was the only way out, and it was either that or rupture something, so I just moved across, stripped, weighed, moved across, pulled back up, champion.
Well, there we are. And if you've been affected by any of the issues raised on tonight's show, Frank.
OK. I was once driven to A&E in an ice cream van. In place of a siren, the driver turned on the musical chimes.
What happened to you that involved having to go to A&E?
Well, I was playing rounders, and I ran in between bases, and I sort of went over on my ankle. And it was in Cornwall.
Your ankle?
Yes. That's how far out of place it went.
Blimey!
So I'm in real proper agony, like, honestly, I thought I was going to black out, it hurt so much. And somebody phoned an ambulance, and it probably was about 25 minutes, and still no sign. This bloke came over from the ice cream van, and he said, I'll take you to the hospital.
So they're trying to dial the emergency service. Perhaps instead of dialing 999, they press 99. It's easily done. So you've gone over on your ankle,
Yeah.
and the ice cream man has seen you from a distance, hasn't
Well, we
he?
didn't have a car. We all got the train down, so no one had a car with them.
Right.
So this bloke said, I'll give you... And I was just... The idea of getting to somewhere where they could just give me a painkilling injection would have been lovely.
And presumably you didn't get the siren going straight away?
No, it wasn't the siren. It was Greensleeves.
Well, Greensleeves, but...
Did you like give him some money for lost trade?
Oh, no. John, when you've been a celebrity a bit longer, you'll realise that money is no longer relevant.
Whereabouts in Cornwall were you?
I was in Truro.
I don't understand why you would put the siren on.
I think I did mention to him that I liked music from the Tudor period.
I also don't understand why you were in Truro, because if you didn't drive, you would have got the fast service to Penzance.
Our holiday was a combination of rail travel and taxis, and a little bit of ice cream
Great
vans.
bands.
So, time for a decision.
What do we think?
I'm not happy with it.
You're not happy with it?
Not happy with it.
You're not having it?
Oh, I think it's true.
I don't want to become Trevor Travel Planner, but if... I mean, a rounders kit is something you throw in the boot of a car. You don't take it on a train.
OK, so you're saying it's true?
I think it's true.
John thinks it's a lie?
Yeah.
We'll say it's a lie, then.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK, Frank. Truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Frank wasn't driven to A&E in an ice cream van. In fact, accidents involving ice cream vans are incredibly rare, yet always result in the tragic loss of hundreds and thousands. Bill, you're next.
Right, OK. I was saved from drowning by a character from the children's show Rainbow.
Wow.
Surprisingly buoyant, you 6-foot felt-covered man.
Well, hang on, we don't know he's felt
no.
covered. There was unfelt covered men as well. People.
Jeffrey.
Human beings, I think. That
Jeffrey.
Well, let's not give him any names. Don't help him. Which character? If he says Jeffrey, I'll kill you.
Freddie.
Well, there was a Freddie. There was a Rod, Jane and Freddie.
Jane and
wasn't there?
Freddie,
So-
Yeah, he was the sexier of them.
I always like the pink hippo.
Only one arm, though.
What?
Yeah, George and Zippy had one arm each.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, they did. The other arm was in the mouth, wasn't it?
What are you saying? You say a lot of disgusting things on this show, but now you've gone too far.
So Freddie has saved you from what was that, pond?
From drowning. The pond?
It was in the
was
sea.
the ocean.
The ocean, OK. Which ocean was it?
It was the Indian Ocean.
Did you get the train there?
Now, The question I want to know is Fred from Rod, Jane and Freddie, is he on holiday with you, or is this an unbelievable coincidence?
It is actually an unbelievable coincidence.
Did he recognise you?
Yes, he did.
Known
yeah.
you already?
No, he did know me. I hadn't met or anything like that.
No, but he was aware. He was aware.
But he was aware that there was somebody in the sea, some way offshore, waving as if to say, I am drowning, I am drowning.
He probably thought you were doing the Funky Gibbon, didn't he?
It might have been pre-Funky Gibbon.
What year was it?
Wow. Surely human beings still lived in the sea.
You're in the sea,
Yes.
and then Rod, Jane and Freddie, or just
Yeah.
Freddie. Is he with Rod and Jane, by the way?
He was with Jane.
Well, Jane and Freddie were a couple, weren't they?
I think there still are a couple.
Did Rod must have felt left out?
He was giving it to Zippy.
Did he cup you in the traditional...
No, he didn't cut me.
I don't mean...
Oh, no. Yes.
Well, I'm not suggesting he'd arrive before I save you.
So I got pulled in backwards, yes, on my back.
Onto the shore.
Yes, back to the shore, and it was
Well,
about...
how's he going to be back to the shore? He's not going to take him further out.
He might have been intercepted by a lifeboat.
That was the angriest he has been in 3 series.
Don't come onto this show and soil the seats.
Too late.
So, Bill, he gets you back to the
Yes,
shore. Was that
yes.
the end of it?
We then exchanged pleasantries and said, you know, what the hell are you doing here? They were on holiday, we were on holiday, total coincidence.
My query would be this, and it's not train related. If no one else but Freddie was around, how did you not know you were on holiday with Freddie?
It was a very small island, I'll name drop it now, in the Seychelles. Ooh, bit of class.
Will we all get free holidays in the Seychelles now?
No,
Said that.
but I will.
I also think the Seychelles sound nice.
I've always adored the island of Mauritius.
Does anybody want him from Alton Towers?
OK, Lee, time for your decision. What is your laser-like mind telling you?
Me?
It's a lie.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's a lie, because I don't remember any episodes of Rainbow that had Freddie swimming in them, so I'm not sure he could.
I think it's true, but I just have this really sad image
Listen,
of
I've
lots of
got
other
it.
people watching you drown.
There are lots of people.
Bloody get him there.
OK, John says it's true, Sarah says it's a lie. I'm going to say it's true.
OK.
Very well, the answer is... It's true.
Yes, it's true. Bill was saved from drowning by Freddie from Rainbow. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Kathy. Welcome, Kathy. So, John, what is Kathy to you?
This is Kathy, and we crashed into each other while we were both on our driving test.
Sarah, how do you know Kathy?
This is my friend Kathy. We fooled the newspapers into reporting that she'd been left under the spell of a hypnotist at a hen party.
And, Lee, what about you?
This is Kathy. She's the hotel receptionist that I had to phone from my room when I found a peacock in my hotel room.
So there we have it. John's pranged motorist, Sarah's newspaper prankster, or Lee's peacock remover. David, where would you like to start?
John, your
Hi.
Your driving test. How did the crash happen? What manoeuvre were you attempting?
I was pulling out of a junction onto a carriageway, but then I saw a car, so I stopped, and she drove into the back of me.
Basically, 2 driving tests in convoy, as it were.
Yeah. Well, you do the same route from the same driving school, don't you? When you go to get your exam.
Did you fail your test, John?
We both had to have our tests annulled because of the accident.
Annulled?
That usually involves the Pope, doesn't it?
When was this, John?
I just had to renew my licence, so 11 years ago.
11 years ago, OK. Kathy hasn't changed the number in 11 years.
She described it as weird, what had happened, and I remember thinking it wasn't weird, you hit me. So she said we should keep numbers, jokingly, and said, so that we don't get our test on the same day next time. Lol.
Yeah. Did people say lol 11 years ago?
Yeah, it was just coming in then. Right. Before we even knew you could write it down.
Yeah. Sarah, why did you, what's the story here? What?
The disinterested policeman.
I think you mean uninterested policeman. All good policemen are disinterested.
Yes, good point.
Not an amusing point.
But grammatically, an absolute belter.
Yeah.
What's the difference between what does disinterested
Disinterested
mean?
means impartial. Uninterested means bored.
I think I know which one the audience are.
Sorry, please continue.
So, Sarah, you fooled the newspapers about a hypnotist at a hen party.
Fooled the newspapers into reporting that she had fallen under a spell put under by the hypnotist at the hen party.
And what was the nature of the spell? What did Kathy think she was?
Every now and again she would just burst into song as Madonna.
So how did you then fool the paper? Did you just phone them up?
Just phoned them up and told them, and
They printed it.
they came out and did a photo shoot, the local paper.
Did it end up in any national paper?
Yeah, it ended up in most of the national papers.
Seriously?
Most.
Was Kathy photographed? Was she in the paper looking Madonna-esque?
Yes, she was.
David, are you satisfied with your witness? Would you like to move on?
So what about Lee?
You found a peacock in your hotel bedroom.
Yes, I found a peacock in my hotel room. Yeah.
Did they have ornamental grounds?
They had some sort of ornamental grounds to a degree. They definitely had peacocks.
Did you hear the peacock?
I woke up in the morning, it was ground floor, and, you know, like most blokes who sleep on their own hotels, it can get a bit whiffy, all right? So I opened the French doors that were in the room. I opened the French doors. So I go into the swimming pool, which is very near my room. I come back with the dressing gown on. I walk in, and there's a peacock in my room.
Yeah, did he do the thing with his tail?
He saw me, and he sort of went like that, and I think his tail went up a little bit, and then he sort of ran around a bit, and then he sort of got a bit flustered, and I tried to waft him out the door. I was a bit panicking, because I know a peacock doesn't sound very threatening, but it's one of those things that, in your room, suddenly becomes terrifying.
So, now you've tried to waft the peacock out, and then you ring reception, Kathy answers.
Yes.
What do you say?
I said, this is a bit weird, but there's a peacock in my room. And she said, oh, yeah, they do that a lot, believe it or not.
Right.
And she came round. She sort of just, literally sort of was more assertive than me.
She wafted it with a bit more gumption.
Just not saying waft, it was a bit more masculine than that. I said waft once, and you haven't let it go, have you?
She used the pillow, made a few noises, and the peacock went out.
The peacock went out, and then she even shut the doors for me. I was like, I could have done that.
It was a takeover bid by the peacocks to distract Kathy. When she got back to reception, 50 peacocks. This is our hotel now.
I just think... I just think a receptionist would phone someone else, another member of staff, to deal with
it. It wasn't a big five-star hotel. It was a sort of... You know, I don't know what star it was, but it was a sort of... It was more casual, the hotel, than you're imagining.
No. Peacocks are in very posh places and very formal places.
Very rural places, generally.
No. It's not like... You don't farm peacocks.
Yes, you do. People do farm peacocks.
OK, yes. The English countryside is covered in massive flocks of peacocks.
No, but they do farm peacocks.
Peacock milk we endlessly drink. Nothing more informal and laid back and basically hippie-ish than those hotels with peacocks milling around in and out of the rooms, and the occasional panicky comedian won't join in, won't pal up with the peacock.
Say it, go on, I don't want to say it.
Tries to waft it out. The only member of staff in the hotel has to come and make noises with the pillow.
Do you know what?
And apologise to the peacock later and say, we won't let him stay here again. He's all stuck up.
So, we need an answer. David's team is Kathy, John's unfortunate learner driver, Sarah's hypnotised hoaxer, or Lee's receptionist to the rescue?
Well, you see, if we take Kathy, though, as the core of this whole thing, I think Kathy looks too alternative and cool to work in a small, anonymous hotel.
Do you know what I'd say to that, Frank? Have you ever noticed sometimes you're talking to the receptionist at a hotel and they seem one thing, and you see them in the local pub later that night, and they can be quite punky. Right, David, decision time. What are you going to say?
Bill, what do you think?
I would think that it could be the Peacock rescue.
I can see her doing all the moves for Madonna. I can see her with 3 muscular black men behind her doing a synchronised dance.
So can she, by the look of it.
I think it's Sarah's. I think it's a local paper scam.
The local, that's what you're going for?
Yeah.
OK. Kathy, would you please reveal your true identity?
Hi, I'm Kathy, and together, Sarah and I fooled the local papers with our fake hypnotism story.
Wow. It was in the National Press, it went in the Star and the Express, but it was biggest news on the Shields Gazette, where it was front page news. There it is. Thank you very much, Kathy. Which brings us to our final round, Quickfire Lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth but against the clock. First off is... it's Lee.
When I'm at home, I amuse myself by shaving only half my face and doing that thing where you have a conversation between 2 people.
What are the characters of the shaved Lee, unshaven Lee?
I'll often do a sailor, because that suits the look of the longer beard.
Could we have a little bit of sailor?
Looks like you shaved off your beard off again.
Hang on, that doesn't make sense, because it doesn't. It looks like he's got the complete beard.
No. He has got the beard, and he's talking to the man
To
who
the other person, yes.
Looks like you shaved off your beard off again.
Yeah, but the other person
The
looks like
little boy looks up and goes, I couldn't help it, I had to, because I was feeling a bit hairy.
But that doesn't make any sense, because the other one looks like he's completely shaved his beard.
No, sorry. I've shaved half the beard.
Yes, I know.
The one with the beard is the sailor with the beard.
Looks like you've shaved off your...
Meaning him.
half your beard off.
The other
one.
Yeah.
Who's then sort of going, yes, I did. Yes, I did shave half it off. But it doesn't look like they've shaved half it off. It doesn't look...
They've shaved it all off.
They've shaved it all off.
You're wrong. No. You're wrong, David. Wrong. Now, I'll do it again. Right. Man with half a beard. Yeah. You looks like you shaved...
No.
Wait,
the character you're playing.
Wait, man with a... Let me finish.
Okay.
Looks like you shaved off your beard off again.
Okay.
Yes, I had to, but you should see the other side. Look, it's still there. And then the other fellow goes, I'm just as bad as you. Look, clean shaven. If you let the story finish, you know I'm using it up.
Why did you say half in the first remark?
You did.
It looks like you shaved your beard off again. Should be shave your whole beard off again. And he's going, yes, I know, but then let me show you more fully. Like you did.
I didn't say it like a red boy.
Coincidence, because I too am a cock.
Do you know what? The kids just laugh and clap.
Right, David, time for a decision.
Well, I think we think it's a lie, don't we?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely a lie.
Saying it's a lie. OK.
Yeah.
Lee, is it the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. Lee does amuse himself by shaving only half of his face and pretending to have a conversation between 2 people. John.
Possession.
Right, there's a box under your desk. John, would you bring the box up, please?
This is the emergency kit that I keep in my car at all times.
Okay.
Well, not at all times, obviously. It's here. Lie! Next!
John, will you take it out of the box and put it on the desk there?
What would have been brilliant then if he'd have took his car out?
Can we investigate it?
Yes, I want to, yes.
Spotty
I'd
mud.
quite like to. I'll be very careful with it.
Are you going to bring it back?
Yeah.
I'll be careful. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, I've never given another man my box before.
Okay.
I have, it's quite nice.
There's a mug, spotted mug.
Yeah, well spotted.
Yes, here's options, Belgian chocolate.
Bill, sorry, can you be careful with that? That's his mother's ashes.
Chocolatey ashes.
And here a little bottle of.
Some red wine?
Can I just say, this is like the most boring version of the Generation Game.
Oh, the best ready, steady cook ever.
It's a sort of a post-nuclear deal or no deal.
Right, OK, so take us through why you've got these items.
Well, I'm on the road a lot, and I like food and alcohol. So I make sure I have some in case I have an unexpected overnight stay.
I love how seriously Bill and Frank are studying the product.
This has got a very curious marking on it. It's a circle and a pregnant woman and a line going across it. What's that got?
That suggests to me that they don't advise that pregnant women drink.
It's hardly hieroglyphics, Bill, is it?
Tell you what, if I found this in a car, I'd assume it was the flight recorder.
David, time to guess.
I think it's nonsense, so we happy to say it's nonsense?
You're all saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. John, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is true.
And I should say, if you're thinking of compiling an emergency car kit of your own, both Would I Lie to You and the BBC would like to point out that other brands are available. And that noise signals time is up and it's the end of the show, and I can reveal that tonight's winners by a massive 7 points to 3, Lee's team. Of course, it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week is Sarah Millican. Yes, Sarah Millican. Sarah hasn't lied so much since her first day on Loose Women, when she told her co-hosts, honestly, I can't smell gin. Good night.
Nina Conti and Bill Bailey join Stephen Fry for QI over on BBC Two now. And here on BBC One, Anna Friel has a hair-raising welcome at the airport. Come fly with me at 10:35. That's after the news. Next.